AVE square root we will put in here for what? For check the discriminant validity. These numbers have to be the highest on the same row and the same column. This is the easiest way for you to remember. Okay? So just check. Let's say this one has to be the highest in the same row. Okay? Let's say this is almost, but still this one is bigger. And on the same column, this also almost, but still this one is bigger. Remember when you compare the value, you only compare the absolute values. Okay, so this is minor, but that's okay. We compare the absolute values. This one is much a little bit bigger than this. Okay, so that is the first criteria. But what does it mean? Why it have to be the biggest in the same column and the same row? Okay, so let's look at this. What is the correlation value? What does it mean? What does it represent? The correlation values is, let's say, a simple way is that how much two constructs is overlap. This is the most easy way, the easiest way to understand it. Let's say 67 here means that the MH and number 7 is the MV. They overlap 67%. Okay, so this one represents the self-correlated. Okay, this one is number 7 self-correlated MV. So theoretically, the self-correlation has to be higher than the correlation with other items. Otherwise, it should be in the same construct. Okay, and you understand? Okay, so the self-correlation must be higher than any external correlation. This is the meaning behind this. So this one, AVE square root will represent the self-correlation, and the self-correlation have to be higher with other compared to the other within the same column or the same row. Okay, so that's the meaning behind that. Alright, so when you have this one, you can say that the discriminant, okay, will be very high because all the constructs self-correlated is the highest compared with other correlated. Okay, so this will be the complete correlation table. After you run the CFA2, you have to calculate the AVE and then you put the AVE square root in here. That will be your complete correlation table. In homework A, I believe you left this empty, right? So after the homework B, you have to update it again. Okay, so the correlation table actually is the most interesting step in the preparation before the hypothesis testing, because from the table alone we can tell a lot of things from your data. Okay, so no matter what kind of the report you have, a short one, a long one, okay, this table always will appear in your report, in your papers. Okay, so you have to be able to explain it. Alright, so in the table several things you need to be able to explain when you have the meeting with your professor, for example, and or in your oral exam. The first one is what is the meaning of the correlation. Okay, this number is the strength. This number, this asterisk represents whether they significantly correlated or not. And this one, negative or positive, represents the direction. So you have to be able to explain the three. Okay. The next thing is the format alpha. The format alpha. Okay. This one. Okay, this one. The next one will be the format alpha. Okay, you have to be able to explain the format alpha. And the third one is the AVE square root. Okay, the square root of AVE is this line. You have to be able to explain what does it mean and how does that help with your data validity. Yes. Okay. So yeah. So this is how to explain a table. All right. Okay. So after the CR and AVE, the next step is what? Is comparison the model. Okay, so let me use the next step to try to calculate this one.